Well, that was not exactly what I was expecting.
I'm so sorry.
Scratch's wake's double. He tricked us. He almost got the clicker from me. The whole plan has gone out the window. How could we get this so wrong?
Textbook boondoggle.
You said it, Anderson. It's a shit show. So what's the plan?
The FBC usually handles stuff like this, right? Any thoughts?
Hold up. You brought a paranatural object in here without telling me and then almost handed it over to a hostile entity?
I didn't know if I could trust you. That was a mistake. So was believing Scratch. But it's not too late. I just need to understand more.
You got that right. Let's start acting like we're on the same side, yeah?
We'll see.
The horror story's changing reality. It made it so my daughter died here, even though she's supposed to be back home in Virginia. Do you know if that's...
AWEs are localized distortions of reality. The area outside town might not be affected. Sometimes they expand, sometimes they fizzle out. If we can make sure it's the latter, your kid might be fine.
The whole thing is a nightmare. I can't let my family be torn apart.
Having family isn't easy in this line of work. The late nights, travel, alternate realities threatening their existence. My ex-wife couldn't take it.
Karen, you're better off without her. I know I am.
Huh.
So tell me what I'm missing. The FBC must know something.
Good news, we have Bureau intel on all of this. Bad news, it's highly classified. Good news, consider yourself deputized into the Federal Bureau of Control. Here's a key to the cell where we keep the files. Happy reading.
Okay. Thanks.
Is
Go
that
team.
in here somewhere? Prisons. Oh, yeah, okay. It was the locked prison cell. Got it.
You really don't remember Logan living in Virginia with me and David?
I remember you and David having problems. You needed a break. You and Logan moved to Watery and then Logan, well, that awful thing happened. After you came back to work, I thought you'd be the perfect partner for this case, if you were willing to return to the area.
Okay. That's enough. The story is changing your memories. What you're remembering is fiction. Logan is alive. I'm not divorced. We never moved here. I remember the truth.
No. Wake or Scratch, whoever that was, said the story could be used to attack us. We all need to question what's real. With that said, how do we know the story isn't giving you false hope?
I can't convince them. I just need to change the story.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, nobody's going to believe anything. And we probably shouldn't even fully believe it, because who knows?
Scratch pretended to be Wake to trick us.
He almost won me over. I should have trusted my gut. Had a bad feeling about him when we found him at the lake. When that insane monster cloud came at me in the woods, I saw a face inside it. Wake's. I think he was always a monster. Always Scratch.
Yeah, I don't know. We have a lot to suss out here, and we will in a second in the Mind Palace, but let's see if these boys have anything. Oh.
This is the kind of case.
So that's real.
I'm sorry about your brother, Ilmo.
Yaakov was all heart. He always went along with my ideas, no matter how stupid they were.
Oh, no.
Always happy to help. I got carried away. I never think things through. It's my fault.
I realize it's a bad time. But I need you to tell me everything about the cult of the tree.
The cult is my craziest idea that ever worked. Look, what kind of a cult calls themselves a cult? Exactly. We protect Watery and Bright Falls. We're the good guys. A secret neighborhood watch. Well, that was the idea anyways. Look, we've always known about the horror inside the lake. When any Taken come out, we kill them.
You don't turn people into Taken.
Huh.
You kill the ones who already have.
So it's less of a cult, more of like a gang.
How long has the cult been around for?
Certain folks around here have always known about Cauldron Lake. Before us, it was the Torchbearers. And when I inherited the mission, I wanted to call it a cult. It was genius. Just the name did half the work. Made people too scared to go into the woods at night. Business 101. Fear is a great motivator.
You were trying to kill Alan Wake. Why?
Nothing good has ever come out of Cauldron Lake. The nightmare that hit Bright Falls in 2010 was all because of his writing. And ever since then, pages of his stories are floating up from the lake, and monsters keep popping out. It's all him, Wake. And if we don't stop him, no one will.
Wake's evil doppelganger Scratch is the threat we're facing. Not Wake. And I will stop him.
I've never heard of anyone called Scratch.
Well. Time to open your ears, buddy. Whoa, what the?
You were the better Koska.
Oh, okay.
Much better than me.
So we're gonna grab all of the documents that were... Oh, this is not where we want to be. We're gonna go back to the cells, grab the documents that were in there, then we'll go to the Mind Palace and have a nice little filing sesh. Make some connections. Okay, hit me. Transcript of interview with subject Alan Wake. This is from Estevez. Mr. Wake, you've been taken into FBC custody. I'll receive and will receive an in-depth interrogation at a later date, but for now I need to ask if there's anything you can tell us regarding the incident at the hotel, anything we may need to know. He says, there's a force here you don't understand, a presence. It's after me. It wants to consume me and consume everything. Yes, you mentioned this dark presence before. Why does it want you? It feeds on artists, on the art they create. It wants me because of my writing, but it can be any form of art, any artistic expression, music, painting, film, photography. It can feed off of any of it, all of it. You have to believe me. We're well aware of the entity, Mr. Wake. We've been tracking the situation for a long time now. You yourself have been on our radar for over a decade. I'm sure those nuts in the research department are just going to love checking you out. Hey, make a note to redact that before submission. Let's get back on track. You mentioned a light switch earlier. Where is it now? I don't know, but I need it. I can't end this without it. Will you help me get it? Mr. Wake, you're in custody, pending charges for breaching of numerous federal violation codes. We're not going to give you a suspected paranatural object. You're not fucking listening to me. Well, you're listening just fine. Now, do you have any accomplices? Fuck you. Let me the fuck out of here. It's coming for me. We're all in danger. Interview is terminated due to him being uncooperative.
Wake isn't the first person the dark presence disguised itself as.
Oh, okay. Through extensive interviews with witnesses of AWE 35, additional details regarding the shadow have been discovered. Redacted and Redacted, both present during the AWE, reported seeing a woman named Barbara Jagger in Bright Falls at the time. Jagger's a former actress and Bright Falls resident who emigrated with the filmmaker Thomas Zane from Finland, reported to have drowned in Cauldron Lake during a redacted AWE in 1970. Research staff have concluded that Jagger's appearance is likely a case of the shadow manifesting in human form. Research is ongoing as to the nature of the connection between the shadow and the psychophysical signatures available for it to mimic. Current hypotheses are: shadow can only manifest as artists or individuals tangentially involved in the creation of art who have operated within a certain physical range of Cauldron Lake. The shadow can manifest as any individual contained, definition needed, within Cauldron Lake. Research is actively ongoing. Okay.
The lake is a gateway to the dark place.
So that doesn't surprise me. At 1900 hours on September 13th, 2023, readings from a remote surveillance unit monitoring Cauldron Lake, a known threshold to what researchers theorize is the origin dimensions of AO40, the shadow, past acceptable limits. Attempts to contact FBC Research Facility WAO3, codenamed the Lake House, were unsuccessful. On-site event verification is not possible. Response procedures are initiated with immediate effect. Lead Agent Estevez will mobilize Investigation Unit Beta from the remote operations site. All available Shadow-specific equipment has been approved for use in the field. Objectives: to confirm an active event. If an active AWE is occurring, the dispatch team will identify its nature and severity, limit exposure, and attempt to control or neutralize the source. If no event's active, check monitoring equipment, perform a limited profile sweep of the area, and check status at the lake house and its staff. Relevant operatives in the area include the Cult of the Tree, Redacted, and Alan Wake, currently missing.
What the hell is a para-utilitarian?
I feel like we should have asked that question a long time ago. We know, but she doesn't. Based on reports, the item is a light switch from a lamp cord with part of the severed cord still attached. Eyewitness accounts suggest that the item possesses the ability to alter reality, the changes being based on Redacted when used by a capable para-utilitarian. Parsing this item's effect from that of the Cauldron Lake threshold responsible for occurring AWEs in the area is difficult because the only reported uses of the item have occurred near this threshold. Without more data, we cannot confirm if the item intensifies the effect of the threshold or vice versa. According to Tor, he was saying that it does intensify the effect. Recorded material from Dr. Hartman after becoming a Redacted have revealed that Alan Wake eliminated Barbara Jagger, like the physical manifestation of a Redacted, by inserting the light switch into its chest and flicking the switch. The item is confirmed to have been used in 2010 to turn fictional writing into reality. However, it's unclear what the restrictions and limitations of the effect are. Conclusion: the light switch is a possible OOP, object of power or something like that, but the team cannot conclusively classify the item based on secondhand accounts. Proper examination and testing is required in order to determine classification and precise effect of the item. Okay. Let's get to filing. We'll do our profiling first, because there's a bit of it. Let's start with Casey. And also, I just want to double check that I'm not crazy. If we look at this, that's Casey and says HBD Logan, right? So we're theorizing that he's actually the husband. But who knows?
I can tell something is wrong. What's happening to Casey?
Yeah, he has been weird.
I'm a goner. Swell. A shadow crawling under my skin. In my head.
Yeah.
Call my ex. Tell her I'm sorry. Terminal case, Casey.
Something is wrong with him. He's hurt worse than he says. He's scared.
Okay. Let's go... Actually, let's go to the Koskelas.
Ilmo said the cult kills Taken. Is he telling the truth?
Surplus deer masks buy in bulk. We've got a floater, a Taken on the shore. Call the gang Yako. We are going hunting.
It's funny he called him a
Call
gang
for
there.
Tree.
It's funny.
Keeping the town safe since 2013.
Ilmo is telling the truth about the cult. They really were fighting the Taken. We're on the same side. If the cult is killing Taken, then why did Nightingale turn into one?
Private party. Invitation only. Wrong time, wrong place. Time to go, Yako. A job half done isn't done at all.
Nightingale became a Taken because the Bookers interrupted their ritual.
Yeah, I mean, okay.
I assumed Wake escaped the dark place. Is it possible he's still there?
The Big Apple in an ocean of darkness. Gone diving. Note from my editor. You're using the wrong tense. Trapped in a loop. My friends will meet him when I'm gone.
Wake is still trapped in the dark place. Maybe he always was.
Yeah, but like... Does that mean that all of our interactions with him have been scratched then? That's weird, if so.
Scratch was pretending to be Wake. Manipulating me.
Huh.
What does he want from me? No. I'm in
Yeah, I
control.
figured he would do
It's
something
my
here.
mind place. He's powerful. Too powerful. Just his presence here makes me feel sick. Like a wave of terror through my head. I feel his single-minded drive to get the clicker.
Yeah, maybe we don't profile him anymore. Okay. Case board. So we have a few things here we can drop in. We've got rhymes. Bright Falls rhymes. How many in total? I think we might have them all. Oh no, this is a doll. So we're still missing one.
I already took care of all this.
Wake and the clicker. Oh, look at this. Cool. Because we haven't been in here to file these, so Wake is trapped in the cell. Cell lock door. Need power to disengage the locks. Wake attacked. Scratch or Wake. Now these are available. Wake is trapped in the dark place.
Wake is trapped in the dark place. He's been reaching out, communicating with me in the overlaps.
Yeah, but definitely not there now. Weird. Dark presence assume the form of Barbara Jagger. The thing that attacked Casey had Wake's face. There was never any Wake. It was Scratch the entire time. Okay, so that's trippy. Wake's been contacting me from the dark place. How do we rescue him? Go through the lake, I suppose. Cauldron Lake's the threshold. Scratch wanted the same thing as Wake, the clicker. Scratch pretended to be Wake, used us.
Still trust.
For how long? The whole time? Can anything Wake said be trusted? Exactly. FPC file and capabilities of the light switch. Wake has used the clicker to change reality before. Okay. Now, to the Cult of the Tree. Look at all of this. This is crazy. Nightingale was already taken. Cult's ritual would have stopped him, but he was interrupted.
Think, Saga.
What the hell? Okay, I'm not sure. Ilmo, he's never heard of Scratch. What? Do I have anything else up here? No. Nightingale only... Oh, hold on. Right here. Okay. So Cult Ritual failed to destroy Nightingale because the Bookers interrupted it. Ilmo's never heard of Scratch. So if that's the case, why do they want to kill Wake? Maybe because they just assume...
That's not right.
Wake is Scratch, right? Like, or they don't know Scratch. They just assume that the Wake that they've seen is bad. Cult found Wake's pages inside Taken and believed he was the cause. Here. Okay, believe killing him will stop this. Cult of the Tree targeted people already corrupted by the Dark Presence. Their goal was to protect the community.
Keep trying.
Oh, wait. Goal. Yeah. Okay, Cult of the Tree kills. Taken to protect Bright Falls. Ritual is meant to destroy Taken. And FBC file linking cult activity to Wake.
Ugh.
It's possible Wake's connected to the cult, but if Scratch is identical to Wake, then this could refer to either of them. I guess that's going here. Okay. Cult wasn't working for, with Wake, or Scratch, operating on their own. Fine. Now, the story. Looks like we have profiling available too. FBC file in the clicker and its paranatural qualities. Okay, so that's
complete. The clicker
complete.
amplifies any changes to reality suggested by a piece of art. Makes them permanent.
The light arrays to subdue the Taken.
The dark presence is vulnerable against bright light.
Okay.
At least that makes sense.
We have stashes. Looks like there's 3 more. Looks like 2 more there. Yep. These are later. Okay. Profile. Tor.
Wake told me the clicker would fix this. But Wake was actually scratched.
Yeah, right. So...
How can I trust anything he said?
The artist must conclude his work. He rides a storm on your piece. Wake up and smell the danger. We told you already, kiddo. What Tom said about the light switch is true. Don't let the story confuse you. You need him to write the ending you want. The clicker can make that ending come true.
But we don't have Wake. Everything we knew about the clicker was true. He wasn't lying.
Okay. And these are all still for later. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay.
This is the kind of case my ex hated. The one
Scratch told me the clicker can be used to change the story. Does that match your understanding of this thing?
Hello?
Yeah, the light switch is a paranatural item, maybe even an object of power. We have verified reports that Alan Wake was in possession of it during the AWE here back in 2010. It definitely has power. We know that much.
That's
I can come up with a
consistent with
plan.
what we read.
I always do. So the call of the tree actually kills Taken. They were on our side, even if their methods are misguided and criminal.
It looked right from where we were standing. Nothing's what it seems in this case.
You think?
Too many stories contradicting each other. Too many versions of the truth.
Okay, let's come up with a new plan. FBC identified the clicker as a paranatural item. They believe it has power. Now we can
The
profile
clicker
him.
can fix this.
Needs
But
Wake's
I
help.
can't use it without Wake. Tor knows about this stuff. Maybe he can help. Wake is still in the dark place. How do I get him out?
We live and breathe rock and roll. From the silence of screams, from the fever of dreams. The clicker can amp up other works of art, not just Tom's writing. Anything created with passion. The dark power of the lake will make it creep into reality. But if the holder of the clicker believes in the art, they can make it all come true in the flick of a switch.
I can use the clicker without Wake. Only Wake's writing can change the horror story. But I can use the clicker to change something else.
Okay.
Like getting Wake out of the dark place.
Okay. Okay.
I will use the clicker to change reality and bring Wake back at Cauldron Lake. I'll need the right work of art, but that won't be a problem.
We'll try using clicker at Cauldron Lake to pull Wake out of the dark place. All right.
I've got it now. I just need to tell the others what to do and fix everything. For good. We have a lot of catching up to do after this thing is all over. Everything is different now. My family, me, the whole fucking world.
I'll buy the coffee, Anderson. Partners to the end. This case is one for the books.
I see what you did there. So we need Wake to fix the story, right? That hasn't changed. So here's what I have. Wake's still trapped in the dark place, under the lake. I think we can use the clicker to get him out. But first, we need a work of art. Something other than his story. And that'll get him here.
I'm not filling out the paperwork for this one. I wouldn't know where to start. But I'm sold.
Okay. Look, this feels like something that once we get the ball rolling, there's no turning back. You sure you have it all figured out?
This is the beginning of the end game. To travel to Cauldron Lake, you need to save your game first. Exploring and traveling to other areas will be limited if you choose to continue. Okay, so we do want to at least switch places with Alan.
Not just yet. Give me a moment.
Okay, Anderson. You let me know when you're ready.
We at least want to do that. And the only way to do that is by getting the hell out of here. We have to go back to the lodge. Now, we could go and do, like, collectibles and stuff like that, but, that's not that exciting. Oh, yeah, bolt cutters on the other side of this. That's what we meant to do originally. Let's do that. And then we'll switch places with Wake. And I kind of feel like what we should do is go as far as we can with Wake at that point. And then trigger the end game with her.
I'm still seeing spots from those lights. What the heck was that about?
Guys,
Anybody see inside?
we need to get out of here.
Are they still there?
Don't tell anyone I'm breaking into the back of the cop shop. I'm supposed to be working with them.
Another cult box.
Okay, now. Work log. Overprivileged town folks complaining about poor TV reception, hopefully not due to the paint job. Took a photo with the giant moose statue in the park. Damn dogs digging up flowers. Park's trash can needed a fresh coat of paint. Painted an extra layer. Tried painting the large tree in the park, but the weather was hot. Cooled down on a bench in the sheltered area. Replaced a screw on the purple park bench. So I think... okay. Overprivileged town hall folks complaining about poor TV reception. Hopefully not due to the paint job. And then, like, Park's trash can. Fresh coat of paint. Needs an extra layer. And painting a tree in the large park. Town folks complaining about poor TV reception. Hopefully not due to the paint job. Would that be in here, maybe? Could be. Not Rose. Okay, dear diary, Alan contacted me again today. There was a message for me hidden in the newspaper. He wanted to make sure I was ready for his arrival. What a silly thing to even ask. Of course I'm ready. Duh, Alan. Oh, and Norman got into the dried apricots at work again. I swear we'll have to fumigate the place. Dear diary, some guy at the diner got mad that I brought him a piece of cherry pie and demanded a free piece of apple, but he totally ordered cherry. And when I pointed out that he already took like 2 bites of the cherry, he said it was not apple. Apple pie and cherry pie do not look the same. I told him he could order another piece, but he'd have to pay for it, and he got so mad and started screaming about leaving me a bad review, like I care about reviews. Anyway, I took his pie and told him babies shouldn't be eating sweets. He shouted a bit, then left. Cynthia has been acting up lately. I think she's turning into a you-know-what taken. Lots of you-know-what's popping up lately. I'll keep an eye on it. If things get out of hand, I can always get out the rifle. I'm sure Alan would appreciate me keeping the place safe. Okay.
It doesn't budge.
Still. Okay. So, they were talking about a tree in the park. Remember that? Oh, we have something here.
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
Wouldn't believe how hard it was to track down those lunchboxes. Thank goodness for the internet. Aha. Interesting. Now, is that the symbol? I should have checked the lock because I don't know if it's symbols that we're looking for, but it's the double ups. The overlapping up arrows. Yes. Okay. So that one would have been large tree in the park. So that would have been the last one. So third. Actually, I wonder here. So like 01, 02, 03 for the order. Says, damn dogs keep digging up flowers, but it is talking about painting stuff here. Park's trash can. So digging up flowers or trash can. Overpillaged town folk complaining about poor TV reception. Okay, so we're gonna put this one like so. I'm not sure where we're gonna find people complaining about reception. Like, I'm thinking the lodge.
It's empty. There's nothing there. Just darkness.
I think he may be right. Might have been a mistake to come here. I don't think worse has come.
Oh.
They're all so soft and sad.
Oh, I forgot to mention, too. I disabled the epic overlays. I didn't know that you could, and there's this like convoluted way of trying to do it. Oh, hey, nice. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Right now, we're gonna switch. And then... Hold on. Have we been back here? Can't open that. We'll switch, and then when we return, if we feel like trying to hunt those things down, then we can. Let's do a quick scan back here, see if anything pops out. Where does this take me? Okay, I see. Huh, what would this be for? You kind of hear those little, like, artifact sounds. Just trying to think about poor TV reception. I think maybe those sounds I'm hearing, like the nylon of our clothes. Okay. Let's take a break here, and then when we return, we'll switch reality. Thank you, guys. Bye for now.